Hey, good morning, ladies. Thanks so much for jumping into this group with me. I am super excited. This is the first time I've done a group like this. I have done many other free groups. Most of the time it's always a clean eating group where I provide a menu and grocery list and do stuff like that, and we do some fun fitness stuff during the week. But this is the first time I've ever done something like this, so I'm pretty excited. Thanks for jumping on. Hi, Carrie. Hi, Louise. I am going to go over today just some kind of basic tips on what I do when I am meal planning, and then some of my tools that I love to use. And in the comments below, go ahead and post some struggles that you have, things that you're looking for. I know I've seen all of your little applications that you sent to me, and I'm going to be reading over all of those. But if there's something that you struggle with, maybe someone else has figured it out as well. And then also I welcome any other tips. If you guys have some great tips that you've used that have worked for you, good morning, Carrie, share with us. So I'm going to just kind of go over what my week looks like, and I will be providing you guys some of this stuff in the files, and so you'll have access to it as well. But really what I do on Sundays or sometimes Saturdays is I will sit down and on a piece of paper or in my planner, I will sit down and map out my week, figure out what my work schedule is, if there's any activities that the family's got going on, anything like that, and kind of map out my week to figure out what meals I'm going to need, and what are the harder meals that are going to take more preparation, and what are the easier meals for nights that we're in a hurry. I'm going to also look at, is there stuff that I can prep on Sunday after I grocery shop? I'll come home and often do a lot of prepping for the week, chop up the vegetables. I will pre-ground hamburger or pre-ground whatever ground meat I'm using. I'll chop up the chicken if I'm going to do like a stir fry. If I'm going to do steak of some kind, like tacos or whatever, I'll chop all that up. And that saves me one huge step on the night that I'm getting ready to cook. And then I plan out my menu, and I figure out what I'm going to need for every night, and then I plan out my grocery list. Now, something that I've just gotten to do this last time I grocery shopped, which is really cool, and I'm going to probably do it tomorrow, is Fred Meyer's or Kroger, which is the grocery store that I use. They have this thing where you can go online, and they have a quick list. Basically, it's a list of groceries that you always buy, and they have it in their computer because they know what you buy, because you put your phone number in when you do your groceries so that you get gas credit and that kind of stuff. But I go online, I have my list right there. If there's anything else that I need to add to it, I'll go ahead and add to it. And then I click on each little item what I want, how many I want. There's a special note section that you can put in there that says, for instance, I needed so many chicken breasts, and I don't do it by the pound, I do it by the breast, and so I put that in the comments. For bananas, I said I wanted them green. For avocados, I said I wanted them a variety of stages of ripeness so that I could use some one day and then let them get ripe the rest of the week. And then I put my credit card number in, bam, told them what time I would be there to pick it up, and you have an hour window to be there. You pull up into this parking stall, you call the phone number, they bring out your groceries, and they did an amazing job. I talked to the gal that actually did it, and because some of the things that I like, produce stuff and bread, I said that I wanted the farthest out pull date on it, and she said that's always what we do anyways. And then if you're for whatever reason not happy with something that they've picked for you, all you have to do is call that phone number when you get home, say that you're unhappy, they'll credit your account, they don't even ask that you bring it in. So for those of you that are busy and don't like to spend the hour in the grocery store milling around and being in the crowds and spending your day in the grocery store, I spent maybe 30 minutes on the website, put all my stuff in because it was the first time I had done it, and took my 10-minute drive to the store, picked up my groceries, came home, and I was done. Now if only I could get somebody to unpack and put away. But anyways, I digress. That's just a cool thing that I know some of the other stores do it as well. You can do grocery delivery if you're really busy. I'm not sure how much that costs. And with this Fred Meyer's Kroger thing, You got 3 free trials of it, so I'm going to try it 2 more times, see how I like it, and then find out, of course, how much it's going to cost to do it. But so anyways, I plan out my week, plan out my menu, plan out my grocery list, and I'm going to actually provide you guys with some really fun meal planners and a grocery list that will kind of help you in this method if you've never done it before. Obviously, if you're a coupon shopper, you want to go through and look for your coupons for the items that you're going to be shopping for. And sometimes I get to the cash register and I've picked the wrong item, so I usually go back and trade it. So make sure you've got your coupons organized. And then never go hungry to the grocery store, and always have a plan. And most likely you will be shopping from the outer edges of the grocery store, not so much the middle side, the middle section, because that's where all the processed foods and the boxed cereal and all that kind of stuff is. And those are just some foods that I try to avoid for my family, and try to stick with homemade stuff, you know, fruits and vegetables, meats, healthy proteins, and you know, the good brown rices and things like that. But so the next thing I'm going to do is show you some of my tools that I love. This, if you guys have never seen what are they called? Zucchini noodles or zoodles. You've seen recipes for that. If you don't have a spiralizer, there are all different kinds out there. This happens to be the one that I have, and it just pops up, and there's a handle that'll go here, and you basically just go and grind, and you get this beautiful pile of zucchini noodles off to the side. You can use a different blade for spiral cucumbers to make a pretty salad, but my family loves the zucchini noodles. You can spice them up. You can, what I do is saute them in a little bit of olive oil. I'll add some garlic seasoning, but really you could add pretty much whatever you want to add to it. You could use that as part of your stir fry. You can use it with spaghetti sauce over the top. There's just a lot of different things you could do with it. But if you don't have a spiralizer, that's what this one is. There's also a small handheld one that I can show you that is this tool. And you can only have, obviously, a zucchini that's that big. But you basically stick your zucchini in there and wind it, and you get noodles out of this side. But I don't like this one. It kind of scares me because those blades are really sharp. But again, you can just do this and make your noodles. This is really cheap. It has 2 ends, one for fine and one for coarse noodles. So it's got 2 different kinds of thicknesses. These are super cheap. You can get them pretty much at the store, at the grocery store, at a grocery outlet, at a dollar store. You can get one that's got more of a pointy cap on it, but I use these because I make my own salad dressings and make sauces and things that I know that aren't full of sugar and don't have a lot of preservatives and stuff in it. And my family loves my homemade salad dressings, and I'll be sharing some of those with you guys this week as well. A rice cooker. If you guys don't have a rice cooker, that's what one of these is. This also has a steaming basket with it as well. But I get up in the morning while I'm showering. I'll throw my rice in here and get it all cooked up. And then when I get home at night, all I have to do is, because it's all cooked, after it's done, I'll put it in a container, a bowl or something. And then when I get home, I'll just run some hot water over it to kind of break up some of the starches, and then flash it in a pan on the stove to reheat it, add some seasoning to it, and it's already cooked. So, because it takes about, for not instant rice, but for the regular long cook rice, it takes about 35 minutes, 45 if you read the packaging, cooking it on the stove, in a pot. And so this way it's all done, ready to go, and I love it. And let's see, my next item, and these were off of Amazon, and there are a variety of different kinds of these, but these are meal prep containers. They were pretty inexpensive. I think maybe 20 bucks, and I got 12 of them. But this one has 3 divides in it. This one actually, you can tell it's been microwaved. But these are super handy. 3 compartments, they have 2 compartment ones, they have 1 compartment, you know, they have a variety of different kinds. But these all snap together. They stack really nice on top of each other in the refrigerator. Oops, did I do that right? Yeah, there you go. They stack really nice on top of each other in the fridge, so you could basically put together, you know, at least 3 or 4 days worth of meals for yourself. I have done eggs and some fruit and bacon, or you could do your lunch. You could do, you know, a hot protein and some veggies. There's all sorts of things that you could do with this. But those are my meal prep containers. And then one more thing that I forgot to grab, because it has stuff in it. Whoops. I just picked these out of the greenhouse. It's pretty much the last of the peppers. This is called a Fridge Smart. It's by Tupperware. They also have them at the grocery store, or at, like, well, at Fred Meyer's. I'm sure they have them at Walmart or any place else. They are vegetable keepers, and there's 2 little vents on them. The ones that I've seen at the store have the vent on the top. I believe Tupperware, their new ones have the vent on the top. But you can put your veggies in these, and they have varieties of different sizes. Vent them based on their moisture content, and your fruits and vegetables will last a ton longer. So this is one of the items that I use. Let me see what... Oh, yes, Louise, I will be showing you guys what I do with my meal prep containers. Like I said, I will be making some lunches this week. I'm off today and tomorrow. But the meals that I put together for my lunches the rest of the week will either be mason jar salads, or it will be something in this. So yes, I will show you how I do that in a couple of ideas. But anyways, back to these, they're called Fridge Smarts, like I said, from Tupperware. But, and I don't work for Tupperware, so don't worry about that. But you can get them at the grocery store, and I honestly swear that produce lasts a lot longer in these than keeping them in the plastic bags. If you're going to keep produce in a plastic bag, I would highly suggest after you've washed it when you get home, which when I do my vegetables and fruits, most everything gets rinsed when I get home. I fill the sink up with some cold water and vinegar and wash all my produce and get it clean. Even though some of it, you know, says it's been pre-washed, I still do that. I also, one other thing that really is handy, which I'm not going to get out right now, but is a salad spinner, because you can rinse your herbs, you can rinse your spinach, your lettuce, really whatever you have rinsed. If you want to get a lot of the water out of it, you'll want some kind of a spinner. And so, you know, those are just some of my ideas. And then my most fun little project that I saw it on the internet and saw it on Pinterest a while ago. We tried it and we love it. And it's anything in a mason jar. You will see me talk about that more. But we use 3 different sizes. This is the wide mouth little half pint. This is a pint. And this is a quart. So mason jar salads go in this, yogurt parfaits, oatmeal parfaits, whatever that's you know, not as big of a meal goes in this size. And then this size is great for like a snack pack. And I will be sharing a fun, if I can still find it, a fun video on all the things that you can do with this. But the real trick about this whole thing is, does anybody know what this is? Anybody that's on have any idea what this is? I'll wait a minute and see if you know. Louise is on. I'm not sure who else is on. Give you guys a second to tell me if you know what this is. It's something that your kids might have in their lunch. Close. You guys are close. But what this is the little snack pack, the fruit cups. This is an empty one. So I bought a couple of packs of those fruit cups. We ate the fruit out of it and then washed them, and I'll show you what you can do with them. So say you're taking this as a snack. Tuna fish, meat and cheese, any kind of a wet type salad, oatmeal that you maybe have done overnight oats in this. whatever you're going to put in this smaller container. You put your seal on. You put this on top of it. You take your lid. Sometimes they're a little bit harder to do and you have to kind of snap them on. But now you've got this completely sealed, it is watertight container that you can put your dry ingredients up here and your wet ingredients down here, and it works amazing. My husband loved having tuna fish and crackers in this, and you can get 7 Ritz crackers in here. The only problem with these is the square crackers don't really fit in here very well, but you can do oatmeal, and if you want nuts, like a granola kind of topping on your oatmeal, you could do that. You could do your yogurt down here and put your fruit up here if you don't like it all mixed together and want to mix it later. But these are really fun. So on your other jars, the same thing. Take your jar, put, say you do a yogurt parfait and you want to sprinkle some granola on it. You've put your fruit and your yogurt in here, put your lid on, put your granola in the dry cup, screw it on, and now you've got this great little, sorry, there you go. You've got this great little thing. And last but not least, the piece de resistance, or however you say that, mason jar salad, wet ingredients on the bottom, your lettuce on top, and any kind of nuts or sprinkles or anything that you want to keep dry, or your salad dressing. All goes in here, take it to work, bam, you're done. All you need is a bowl to put it in. Or you can pour the salad dressing into your jar and try to mix it up. I prefer to take, went to the dollar store and bought a cheap little dollar bowl, and that's what I have at work. So that's pretty much it of most of my kind of tricks and tools that I use every day. Like I said, I will be posting some recipes. I'd love to hear from you guys on some of your tips and tricks if you have anything that works for your family. And I really look forward to the rest of this week. Again, this is the first time I've done this kind of group. So I'm learning, and I'm just going to share with you guys the best tips I have to be successful in the kitchen and to provide your family with healthy meals and have a good time doing it. So I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and stay tuned for a few more things today, and then I'll see you again tomorrow. Have a great day.